What's going on, guys? It's Greg Meets Coast Eyes, and today we're going to break down what cities, regions, states, I think the PLL are going to place their teams in. So if you missed it, Paul Rabel and the PLL announced that in 2024 they're going to give each of their 8 teams regions. They also said that the 8 teams we have may not be the 8 teams we have in 2024, meaning they might replace a team or bring in a new one. I don't know, there's a lot of moving parts. But basically today, I'm gonna go through the 8 existing teams we have and predict what city, state, or region I think that they might go to. I would love for you guys to play along, so leave in the comments the 8 suggestions that you think the PLL should put their teams in. So I'm not gonna do this in any particular order. I did watch all Paul's videos, and he did use the terms cities, regions, and states about 1 billion times, so that means it might not be all cities. But let's get it started. I think for me, the most obvious one, the one I am not willing to waver on, Cannons to Boston. They were the Boston Cannons in the MLL. It's the only team they brought back from the MLL. I personally think it would be really weird if they didn't put the Cannons in Boston. They've played at Gillette. Rabel has a relationship with the family. So I think Cannons to Boston. I think the Atlas go to Texas, the Texas Atlas. It's a lot of S's, doesn't sound that great, but they've already got the Bull logo. I think they need a market in Texas since this is a really fast growing lacrosse market. They've played there almost every year at the Star in Frisco, Texas. Texas Atlas. The more I say that, the more I hate it, but I'm sticking with it. Okay, then the Water Dogs. He mentioned specifically in his video that the Great Lakes / Midwest area, Chicago, was somewhere they're interested in. They also said they want to incorporate as many fans as possible, meaning it's probably not going to be the Chicago team, probably be the Great Lakes team. I'm going Great Lakes Water Dogs. Put the Water Dog, Great Lakes theme all together. You've got the Great Lakes Water Dogs, that's my pick. The Whip Snakes. This one was the toughest one for me because when I think snake, probably think like the desert, Arizona sort of region, but the Whip Snakes are the team that has all the players from Maryland on it. And I also didn't have any of these other teams in the Maryland, Baltimore, Chesapeake area, which obviously they play at Homewood every year. That's a big market for them. So I'm going with a little bit of a twist on that though, the DMV Whip Snakes. You're getting DC, Maryland, and Virginia DMV Whip Snakes. Then we've got the Chrome. I don't have a lot of reason for this. They have not played there, but I'm going Vegas Chrome. I think the Chrome kind of goes with the Vegas, kind of Vegas-y looking. Vegas is a great NHL franchise. They're building an NLL franchise. Joe Tsai, who is an investor in the PLL, is also an investor in the Vegas lacrosse team and maybe the hockey team. Don't quote me on that. Vegas Chrome. I think that has a great ring to it too. That's my favorite sounding team. The New York Chaos is the team I'm predicting. Paul did mention this in his video. They play in Albany every year. You can kind of incorporate the whole Buffalo, Albany, New York City into the New York Chaos. I'm mostly picking that one because he said that, but he also said he doesn't like the Chaos very much. So we'll see if they're one of the teams that gets eliminated. 2 left, the Archers. He also specifically mentioned the Rocky Mountain as a sort of region to incorporate a lot of that area. Rocky Mountain Archers. I think that sounds pretty nice. I don't have a lot of other reason for that. And finally, the Redwoods. Obviously, this is going to be somewhere on the West Coast. They need to bring a West Coast team in. I'm thinking they want to bring in a lot of the area, so I'm going Pacific Northwest Redwoods. It's a lot of syllables. It's a wordy...
Sounds like a tree.
It's a wordy team name, but I think that brings in Oregon, Washington, Northern California, Pacific Northwest Redwoods. Now, as a wild card, I think it's possible they bring back the New York Lizards, or I guess the Long Island Lizards. They kind of went back and forth. I think it's possible they bring back the Chesapeake Bayhawks and put the Whips somewhere else. I also saw a lot of people want a Bay Area team. I think that would be pretty cool. You could maybe see the Bay Area Water Dogs. So I think there's some flexibility here, but that's my 8. Would love to hear yours. Leave them in the comments. This PLL season is going to be a lot of fun, but I'm really looking forward to 24 when we get the answers to all these questions.